Welcome to Hope for Everybody, a channel that exists to highlight people and places that are all about providing hope to people in need. Check out today's episode.
Hi, I'm Brandon Riggs here with Hope for Everybody at 4Saints Food Pantry in Fort Worth, Texas. We're here to highlight and see how they're making a difference in our community. Let's go. I'm Brandon Riggs with Hope for Everybody, and I'm here with Graciela at 4Saints Food Pantry in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm going to ask her a few questions about how long she's been a volunteer and a few other things. So, Graciela, how long have you been a volunteer at this food pantry?
¿Cuánto tiempo ha estado aquí?
Como 11 meses.
Like 11 months.
11 months. How often are you volunteering throughout the week?
Como ¿cuántas veces viene a ayudar durante la semana?
2 veces.
2 times.
2 times a week. Mm-hmm. Do your encounters with the people who need help and being able to help them make a difference in your own life?
Que pudiendo ayudar a la gente hace una diferencia en su vida.
Pues, ¿una diferencia en su vida?
Sí.
Pues que tienen, gracias a Dios.
En la vida de usted, o sea.
¿A la vida mía?
Ajá.
Orar nada más por mí, porque estoy bendecida.
No, that she feels blessed. That she
Feels blessed. Yeah.
Bendecida.
Yeah. It can be a blessing to help others, and especially when they're in need of the help, mostly, and even to help somebody do something when they don't need help. I find myself getting happy about, but you know, I'm relentless or relenting sometimes to help because I'm kind of lazy too. But so, how long have you been volunteering at anything, not just this food pantry?
Que ¿cuánto tiempo ha ayudado? Pero no debe ser nomás aquí, puede ser en otros lugares también.
Desde el 94.
Since 94.
Since 94?
Mm-hmm. En varias iglesias.
In a lot of churches.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of churches.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. What church do you currently attend?
¿En qué iglesia ahorita usted va?
Nazarenos.
Nazarenes.
Nazarenos, Caridades Católicas.
It's a Catholic church.
En Santis, La Coliney es católica.
Okay.
Catholic churches.
If you had any advice or any motivational words you'd like to share with somebody who might possibly become a volunteer or want to help in the future, what would you say?
Si le quiere dar unas palabras de motivación a gente que quiera venir a ayudar, ¿qué les diría?
Sí, que aquí los esperamos y que se siente muy satisfactorio uno de poder ayudar a esa gente que necesita de comida y que si pueden ayudarnos, los esperamos con las manos abiertas y que aquí hay las personas que están aquí son admirables.
Okay. That we welcome them with open arms, that you really do feel satisfied whenever you come to help, and that everyone here, helps each other out, and we'll wait for them. Okay.
Thank you. Your words were a blessing to hear, even though I personally didn't understand it. I look forward to people being able to hear your story, and hopefully they want to make a difference because you do, and for their own reasons too. So God bless y'all and have a great day.
If you're liking this content, don't miss out on future episodes. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Now back to the show.
Hi, I'm Brandon with Hope for Everybody, and I'm here with Daniela. She's a new volunteer here at 4Saints Pantry here in Fort Worth. And I'm going to get a little bit of backstory about her, and because her family has been helped by the food pantries all her life. So how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
So if you want to start off with like maybe why you feel your family needed the help and how much it made a difference in your life, maybe the hungry nights.
Yeah, well, my father was let go of his job in 2008, and coming here, my mom's also disabled, so coming here kind of took off stress, like the clothing, the feminine products, all the food was really such a support, and not having to worry about that, I know that relieved a lot of stress for both of them. So I think that this is great that people can do this, volunteering and just giving back to the community. I think it was extremely helpful for those times, just kind of to be able to bounce back.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when you need the help the most and you can't find it, it can be devastating.
Yeah, and I also had to come back here just about a year ago just to get food for me and my roommate at the time who I was living with. We lost our home, so we were able to come back here and not worrying about food, you know, the basic necessities, already at such a stressful time. I think it was extremely beneficial. And
Right. And I was homeless for
Grateful.
like maybe 3 weeks at one point. Like I've been homeless a few times, but when I was homeless that time, I was hungry and I decided to try to panhandle, right? And so like the first or second, actually like the second time I got out on the street and panhandled, got a ticket. $800.
Really?
Like you're already
Wow.
homeless, you're already struggling. How are you going to pay for this?
already the lowest.
Yeah, already the lowest, and they just like kind of kick you while you're down. But anyways, it didn't stay on my record because we paid it off and everything. So
Yeah.
you haven't seen another like food pantry in the area that you wanted to help? Has this one specifically helped your family?
This one and, well, we've always lived in Tarrant County, but there's one called Sin Hambre, which is, I speak Spanish, so I think that it's a superpower to be bilingual, and I want to use it for people that, you know, obviously there's language barrier. That one has also called my attention, and women's shelters, just because I can relate and I want to be able to use my skills. But other than that, yeah, we have definitely come here a lot because we're close to the north side.
I'm glad you're doing some volunteer work because you look like the kind of person who it'd be really rewarding for.
Oh,
You know, you
yeah.
seem to have a kind soul, and since you've been through some struggles, you know that can really be relatable to the people. So you actually could probably bring more help to people than you might actually realize. So I'm grateful for you being here and volunteering, and I'm sure all the people here are grateful for it too.
Yeah.
So
I think everybody here is so sweet and beautiful souls, and it's nice that there's still kind people in the world that still want to give back. It's a rare thing to see.
if there was any advice you could give to somebody struggling right now, what would it be?
Probably that it will get better, and at the end of the day, it's gonna be okay. And to know that you're not alone, and that there are people here to help you in times of needs.
Right.
Sure.
So has there been times whenever you needed help that you couldn't find it?
I would say yes, I guess financially. I maybe finding a job, a stable job for sure. That took like a couple months to finally like get back on my feet financially and kind of get myself out of debt. But you know, it takes time. It takes time, and you know, to keep pushing through. But yeah, I would say that.
Even doing it by yourself, sometimes it's almost impossible to get things done without support or a support system.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm thankful for you sharing part of your story, and I'm thankful for you being here. So
Thank you.
it was great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah.
If you're liking this content, don't miss out on future episodes. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Now back to the show.
Hello, I'm Brandon Riggs here with Hope for Everybody at 4Saints Pantry, and this is Maria. She's been volunteering here for a while, and she knows a few things about this organization and how it all takes place. So we're going to ask her some questions. How long have you been volunteering here?
¿Cuántos son?
Como un año más o menos.
A year.
Okay. Have you gained any personal satisfaction from helping people like I would think you do?
¿Ha agarrado satisfacción de estar como aquí
Sí,
ayudando?
sí me gusta mucho servir a los demás.
She likes to help other people.
Have you received help from a food pantry like this in the past?
¿Usted ha recibido ayuda como de lugares así como este?
Sí.
See. Do you have any family that are currently struggling and come to the food pantry?
¿Tiene familia que ahorita están como recibiendo ayuda como de lugares así?
No.
Oh, that's very great. So if you had anything that you would like to share about the people here and the environment and the difference that it's making, what would you say?
Que si pudiera decir como cosas de las personas que vienen a ayudar aquí y cómo hacen sentir a la gente, ¿qué diría?
Pues yo digo que siempre hemos tenido tratar de llevar una unidad, de portarnos bien entre todos, respetarnos y pues sobre todo convivir. Convivimos a veces con comida, o pasamos buen tiempo cuando venimos aquí.
Dice everyone tries to have like a good environment here, help everyone out, feed each other, things like just be in unity.
Okay, so if you had any advice that you could give to people who might come to the food pantry to help the process be easier and for them to understand what's going to take place, what would you say?
Que si le pudiera decir a otra gente como que quisiera venir a ayudar a este lugar, ¿qué les diría?
Pues que sí, que si tienen ganas de servir a los demás, de venir a ayudar, pues que están bienvenidos.
That if they want to come and help the community out, that they can. And they're
Okay.
welcome to come.
So not just receive help, but also give it? Okay. So is there anything else you would like to share?
¿Que hay algo más que quiera compartir?
Pues nada más que muchas gracias por todo lo que dan aquí, porque son unos productos muy buenos y ayuda a muchas personas y nosotros también pues estamos agradecidos porque pues también recibimos ayuda y pues, tratamos de llevarnos bien con todos y ser amables con las personas.
She just says she's thankful for places like this that, you know, they give the help, but they also help us, like volunteers as well. And so they're very thankful for that.
It's truly a blessing. Okay, so again, this was Brandon Riggs with Hope for Everybody and Maria at 4Saints Pantry here in Fort Worth. Thank you for listening.